major right from the secondary school to the university level. Statistics is a necessary tool for development and helps make mathematics more practical and fun. Dr. Kafui is a peer educator and promoter. She has mentored in the past and continues to mentor both male and female teaching assistants who are currently completed their master's and/or PhD in Ghana and overseas. She's also mentoring female and male continuing students in the School of Physical Sciences by guiding them throughout education and positive lifestyle. She's married, she has 3 children, loves spending quality time with family, taking initiatives, singing, counseling, reading novels, and exercising to keep fit. We are all stakeholders in our society. Therefore, with hard work, determination, a positive vision, and good health, nothing is impossible. We can achieve all things through Christ that strengthens us. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Malvina.
Yes, I'm here. Can you share?
All right. So can we all see my screen?
It's still there we go. We can see.
Okay. Can you see the PowerPoint version of it?
Yes.
Is it in PowerPoint mode or it's just in normal design mode?
It's in the edition type.
The initial type. Okay. So this is the PowerPoint mode. Hola, girls. I guess you're all doing very well. Today I'm fortunate to be on this program, and I'm excited to share with you how we can build positive self-confidence to fight harassment. You can call me Empress. I'll be okay with that. And I've already been introduced, so I don't need to say much. Now, if we look at the picture in front of us, the lion and the cat are the same family, but one looks so small and the other looks so big, and it's in the shadow. So it means that every cat is a lion in itself, and that is how confidence is all about. You can be a little tiny thing, but whatever you carry and how you carry yourself could be so huge and big that everybody will admire you and wish they could be like you. So if you have a feeling of well-being and acceptance of your body, mind, and believing in your own ability and experience, then we can say that you have confidence. So self-confidence simply means that we have faith in ourselves. So all you girls, beautiful girls, have faith in yourself. It means you are confident enough. But sometimes you could be overconfident or underconfident. If you look on my right, a man standing on a tree trying to cut himself down, that is being overconfident. And it is a problem because it makes you believe that you can do anything, whereas you don't have the necessary skills, you don't have the abilities, you don't have the knowledge to do it well. Then when we look at underconfidence, instead of saying I can do it, you say I can't do it. And that becomes a problem. And this is because you are afraid of the unknown, or somebody has criticized you, or you are not happy with your outlook, the way you see yourself and the way you appear. And then because of past experiences, you have failed before, you feel that I cannot do it. But the language should rather be, I can do it. And sometimes people give us compliments. For instance, oh, you have a nice hair. Instead of you saying thank you, you decide to say, oh, I guess it's the new shampoo. Yes, whether it's the new shampoo or you even bathe that morning or not, has nothing to do with it. All you need to do is accept the compliments being extended to you in a humble but beautiful way. So sometimes the things you say about yourself can make you have a low self-esteem. For instance, you say, I love these shoes, but well, maybe it will not look good on me. That is not good enough. You should rather say, I would definitely buy them because it will look very good on me. So these are some of the things that help us get our self-esteem to the lowest degree. Some people to laugh at us. They feel that we are fat, some think we are slim, depending on which country you are coming from. Because in my side of the country, if you are too slim in Ghana, then people might even tend to laugh at you. So it depends on which culture you are coming from. But in all this, you need to be what? Self-prepared. You must be prepared for everything in order to get confident enough to be able to do anything you want to achieve. And to be prepared, you need some skills, some abilities, some knowledge, etc. And you can only get these things when you learn them, or when you go through a certain training or a form of experience that you can get them. But most importantly, believe in yourself, trust your training and upbringing. Some of us are from good homes, we are from good schools, we are from good communities, but when we go to school or we find ourselves somewhere, we forget about everything we've been taught, the good thing we have been taught, and we forget about it. And then all of a sudden you want to succumb to peer pressure. We want to allow people to determine what we should do and what we shouldn't do because we lack self-confidence. You shouldn't change your values for anything less, unless, of course, whatever is being presented to you is much more important and much more valuable to you. That is when you accept it and throw what you have away. But in line with confidence or low self-esteem, we have something we call harassment, because our topic today says building our self-confidence to fight harassment. Harassment can also be abuse. Now, harassment is just a behavior met out by somebody or something you have read that seeks to make a person feel intimidated or threatened. And that creates a generally hostile environment for someone in particular or in a particular place. So it usually consists of language, action, images used by people to intimidate us. It could be a small group, it could be a large group, it could also be an individual. So it can come from family, it can come from friends, it can come from teachers or anybody whatsoever. And in school or at home, we have various forms of what? Harassment. The most popular one we know is physical harassment. And this, an example could be sexual harassment or bullying. And sometimes people pass comments or jokes that are sexually offensive. And some people are forced or undesired grouping or touching. Somebody is touching in a way, in a manner you know is inappropriate or it's not even good. Then somebody could coerce you into sex or sexual acts. When somebody shares pornography with you is sexual harassment. If you do not want it or you didn't ask the person to do that, then making inappropriate or explicit sexual gestures is also harassment. Now, there is one which is gentle, but it also causes more harm than good, which is the mental and emotional harassment. Now, the mental and emotional harassment or abuse is a way somebody wants to control you, control everything you do. So what they do is that they will criticize you, embarrass you, shame you, blame you, or otherwise manipulate another somebody or you. So this stems out of relationships. It could be parental relationship, friendship, it could be from work, from school, or any form of relationship. So this is the one we should be very careful of because it will affect our self-esteem and undermine our mental health. Now, in which ways do people harass us? Somebody could do it verbally, example, insulting you, saying things that would degrade you, or somebody could do it visually. You know, when you go on TV, they say boys can do it, girls can't. It's a form of harassment. People would use pictures to harass. And then we can also have the physical harassment that I even talked about earlier. And harassment or abuse can happen everywhere, at church, at home, at school, in the community, in the gym, when you go to cheerleaders program, when you are even in praying or something, people can harass you. So how do we then build our self-confidence? Are you all here with me? Can everybody hear me? All right. Now you can stop comparing yourself. For a start, do not prove a point to anyone. If you know what you're about, then go ahead and do it. Love yourself. Sometimes we do not love ourselves enough. Do what you love most. Stay focused on your goal in life. And when I say love yourself and do what you love, certain things we love are negative and some are positive. So you could see that in my next point, we have positive thoughts. Always think positive, always think good, but just be cautious of the things or your surroundings, because in as much as you are thinking positive about people, it is not everybody who would want to share the same positive thoughts with you. They may want to harm you. Just be careful and be cautious, but always let positivity vibrate from your inner self, and so that you be at peace with yourself and your environment. Then find yourself a confidence role model, somebody you can always trust, somebody who can show you the good things and lead you in the good way. Some role models can be very negatively influencing you. So I have put up, which I got from certain places through my research. I put up affirmations that can help you build self-confidence. I am just going to read through a few. You can say, I am a special person. There is nobody else like me. And is that not true, girls? You're all beautiful and unique. Some have kinky hair, some have blonde hair, some have brunette. I am here with my sister locks and I have my Ghanaian hair. And I love it so much. I love my skin. I love my color. And I am worthy of happiness. I am enough. One of the most remarkable qualities about me is dash. Then you fill in the blanks. And for me, I love people and I always want to help people. That's one thing I like about myself. Although it's not every time I get good back, but I know that anytime I put in good out there, I get blessings in return. So for you, what do you like about yourself? I like my pointed nose and the beauty gap in my teeth. It makes me feel very special because that's me. You can never be like me. I am the only one. I am creative. I'm strong, powerful, brave, and inspired. So these affirmations are things you should tell yourself every day before, maybe when you wake up or before you sleep. Sometimes you look yourself in the mirror and say these things to yourself. I'm beautiful, I'm intelligent, I'm fun, and I'm full of life. Hoo-hoo! Yeah, just believe in yourself. I'll leave the rest for you to read later on. And how do we reduce or eliminate harassment against girls? Most often, we girls must be united. Female species must be united. We must do things to help each other. We must do things to unite ourselves. Anytime we see each other, we help each other. So we should speak out against harassment at school and at home. It could be daddy, it could be mommy, It could be your siblings. It could be auntie, grandma, or anybody whatsoever. So far as it's not good, you must be bold enough to say it. Speak out. Talk about an adult or a friend you trust. You can talk to the person, but be careful the person you trust too. Choose your friends very well. Some friends come in sheep clothing, but they are wolves. They just want to lure you into the process, and then later on they will tease you, bully you, and make you do things you wouldn't have done if you are in your own right mind. Seek counseling immediately if the harassment is getting serious. You could talk to the school authorities, you could talk to somebody you trust, you could even call in the police because it's your right to do so. And stand together as girls and support each other. And I would say here that harassment happens everywhere. In Australia, in Mexico, in Canada, in Ghana, in Ethiopia, it's everywhere. If you think you are the only victim, you are not. Until you share, we wouldn't know how to help you. So now I will stand by for questions, and then I'll try to answer them pertaining to how our cultures are or what questions you wish me have. Gracias. Gracias. Thank you.
Thank you very much to you.
We have some questions for you.
All right.
The first one is, where does the harassment start?
Come again.
Where does the harassment start?
Where does the harassment start? Harassment can start anywhere. Hello, girl, how are you? Harassment can start anywhere. There is no defined place for harassment. You see, so yours could start at school, somebody's own could start at home, and somebody's own could start somewhere in the community. But I would say it starts from yourself when you have low self-esteem. It starts from yourself when you allow people. So you can only be harassed when you allow it. There are some where you are forced into it, so you have no choice. But if you have self-confidence and you are able to know the signs that, okay, this person wants to do this, then you can take yourself out of the situation. You get it? But if you're not knowledgeable about even how you can be harassed, or when people abuse you, don't even know that it's an abuse, then you are in the dark and there is no solution because you think it's normal. So you can allow harassment to start within yourself when you have a very low self-esteem. So that's how I put it. Is that okay? Mm-hmm. Any more questions? I can even share a story with you. In my part of the country, I'm from Ghana, West Africa. There are so many countries in Africa. So I'm coming from the western side. Previously, some decades ago, or 3 decades ago, men or males can talk about your sexuality. Like they will say, oh, beautiful, you have, and it is a compliment. And people see it to be okay. But because of the things happening around the world these days, this is no more than norm. If somebody says that, you could actually sue the person, say, no, I don't want what you are saying. So in the past, we used to enjoy compliments from men and it is normal, but now it is not. Because when somebody starts saying those things about you, then your mind goes like, is it that he wants me? If you don't like it in return and the person is persistent about it, then it means it's a form of harassment. But some girls do not know that it's even a form of harassment because we are used to getting compliments from the male species. And boys who tease you. One thing to have realized in high school is when I was in high school, there was this guy who usually teases me, and he'll come and hit me, tap me on the back, run away, and I'm always angry. And I was like, then the teacher called me and said, oh no, Irene, it's because he likes you. And I said, how can you like me and be beating me up and teasing me? And it should be the opposite. But they said, well, that is how boys behave. You get it. That's how boys behave. So it was very strange to me. So sometimes they start like that, but when they get to know you, then they become really friends with you. So from the initial point, you like it, and you continue always doing that. You get it? And I hear boys tease you a lot up there. So tell me about your experiences. I want to hear so that I can give a few advice on it. How is your situation up in South America? How is it like?
I think it's the same sometimes. The boys aren't always corrected for their mistakes. They're not called out like we are doing things that aren't supposed to be. Like you're not supposed to dress that way or things like that that shouldn't be considered wrong. And I also have another question that a lot of the girls here want to know. That is, how can we begin to build confidence and how can we help someone who's being harassed?
All right. So as I said on the slide, you can only build self-confidence when you begin to believe in yourself. Now, you can also build confidence when you have knowledge about yourself, your environment, and probably what the goals and things you want to attain. So you need skills, you need abilities, you need knowledge. I'm going to give you an example. When we were in school, they saw that teenagers or high school students do not want to talk to their parents about their sexuality. They don't want to talk to their parents about their problems. So they came to each class and asked that the class that, okay, who would you like to talk to? And they pointed out somebody. So I am trained by the United Nations. I'm a peer promoter because they saw there was peer pressure. One of the peer pressure statements were like, if you're a virgin and you do not have sex before marriage, then you will not get a guy to marry you. Another thing they also said was that you will never give birth. And that was a total lie. Somebody also said you can get HIV when you hug somebody. It's a total lie. So if you do not have knowledge and somebody is telling you something which is wrong or it's not factual, then you believe the person. When you believe the person, then you use that to work. You get it? And as soon as you are believing the wrong fact, then it means that even if you go out there, you say, somebody say, no, that's not true. Or this person doesn't know what she is about. So you must get knowledge. You must know yourself, what you like, what you don't like. You must know what your rights and responsibilities are. Then you can have self-confidence in yourself that, okay, if somebody touches me in this way, it's wrong. My private part belongs to me. I do what I want to do with it. So if you touch my butt or my boobs and I said, no, I don't want it, it must be no, and no is a no. But if the person touches it and said, you can't do anything, there is nothing you can do, and you believe that, then you become afraid. Then you lose your self-esteem. So I am thinking that you should first of all believe in yourself, know your environment, know what is rightly due you, your responsibility and your rights. Then you can act appropriately in a confident manner. I know if you are my daddy, you are my mommy, and you touch me, I can report to the police and you'll be arrested. You should know that fact. I know you are my friend. If you sip something into my drink, so anytime I go to party, I must be alert so that I cover my bottle. If I'm not going to take the drink, I carry it along with me. I don't leave my drink down. By the time you come back, somebody slips something into it, you are unconscious, they sleep with you. When you wake up, you know that you have been sexually abused. So you have to have knowledge of what you should do and what you should not do, where you should be and where you should not be. So it all depends on your knowledge, believing in yourself, and knowing that you are unique. No one can be like you. and stay glued to your no. If it is a yes, say yes all the time. If it's a no, make sure you are always affirming that it is a no. Because in my country, sometimes they said, oh, ladies, when they want something, they'll be saying no. They just say no, 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 but at the end, they like it. I don't know if they tell you those things as girls. So when a girl says no, it means yes. Is it true up there? It is never true here. Okay, so the next question is that, how can you help somebody who is being harassed? First of all, go to somebody you trust so that the person can be talked to. Like, let's say Irene is being harassed and Kafui wants to help Irene. First of all, you must hear Irene out. What happened? Tell Irene that I will not tell anybody. Let the person trust you that you will not go to tell her story to somebody else, unless maybe somebody who can help, an authority, somebody who is a counselor, a mentor, or somebody who is put there to help such people. We have facilities, we have people, institutions that can help people who are being harassed. So you send the person there, and then you do what? The person is supposed to be talked to in a nice way. The person has to be assured that it should not be found out and all that. Then you can then now address the person who is being harassed by an authority. So first of all, trust is key. If the person confides in you and go about telling everybody in school that she is being harassed, no, that's not the right way to go. You must let the person be assured that she can be trusted, and then you want to help. Then you start helping. And the person needs counseling. Counseling. So you must see a counselor. Yeah, that's one of the best. Any other person? I think they are sending chat messages. So if you can read them out to me. Have you ever struggled with low self-esteem? And how did you overcome it and start to gain confidence? All right, let me give you a typical example. I am a Catholic, so I read at church. I'm a lecturer. So naturally, I'm a very confident person. But anytime I climb the podium to go and read, I see that I am shaking. I start shivering, and but no one sees this. My legs will be shaking very hard. Then what I did was that when I get there, I hold the podium and I tell myself in my head, yes, you can. Yes, you can. These are just your friends and family here. They are just your friends and family. So they are not, they are here to support you. So there's nothing you should be afraid of. So I keep affirming positivity in my head all the time, positivity in my head. Then I'm able to overcome it. So I read it 1, 2, the next 3 times, I have overcome my fears. So you see, these great speakers, they all have fears, but they find a way to go about it. And then anytime I feel I can't do something, I repeat to myself, I affirm to myself, you can. Then I talk to an elderly person to help me. Okay, can you look over my work for me? Can you help me, maybe watch me make this presentation and tell me my mistakes so that I can improve? So you should have a mentor. Your mentor could be your parents, it could be family, it could be your teacher at school, or somebody from church or something. So you should have somebody you can always talk to when you are in this situation. And always affirm. When you fall down, don't give up. Try again. You keep on trying, and one day you become a master of what you're doing. So I learned to speak, not because I just got up one day to speak. First, I couldn't speak in public. I couldn't even give this talk. I would be making mistakes. I would be afraid. I couldn't look into the camera. And it was so sad. But with practice, I was always practicing. Sometimes I stand before the mirror and practice. And I just say, wow. So I started, ladies and gentlemen, today I come to you, and I start saying all kinds of things. Then I make mistakes. I laugh at myself. Then I continue again, and so on and so forth. So there is always time to affirm to yourself, I'm beautiful, I can do it, yes, I can. And you should have friends who can correct you and tell you, okay, this one is good, this one isn't good. Try it this way. People who should be able to talk to you, love you, and tell you the truth. But when you are outside in a group, they wouldn't tell you certain things. But when you are together alone, they will tell you the truth all the time. So they wouldn't embarrass you outside, but they would always tell the truth when you are indoors or you are together, right? But in the crowd, they will always defend you. Do we get it? So there is always a first time. You try, you fall down, you try again, you fall down, you try again. And one day you become a master of whatever you want to be. I want to read more. Should we respond to harassment? No, no, no. Never ever respond to harassment. If I understand you, when you say respond, if somebody is abusing you, can say no, stop it. If you don't stop it, I'll report you. Here in Ghana, sometimes they even threaten to kill you when you report. They'll tell you if you report, I will not pay your fees. I will not feed you. I will take your privileges away from you. And sometimes they'll say, I'll kill your mother. I'll kill your father. And I believe the same thing happens there. But the one thing you must know is that when you condone or you go along with the harassment, it will come to a point they will kill all your self-esteem and you cannot even speak. So as soon as you start saying no and say it so hard and shout it out from your inner being and say, no, I don't want to be harassed. You can't do this to me again. If you try it, I'll report you. If you can even record the person, now you girls are very good with your social media, your phone and things. You can find a way of recording the person and send it straight to the police. Send it straight to the authorities. When you do that, the person will always be afraid not to do anything. If you have any gadget around you, you have to even stab the person. Stab and run away. If you have to learn taekwondo and kick the person in the butt and all that, do it because your life is at stake. Your life is at stake. Hello, hola. Your Mika, your small girl is your sister. Your life is at stake. So never ever condone any form of harassment. Speak out. Right. Then we have okay. Somebody is struggling with low self-esteem. Okay, we have answered that. I think I've answered all the questions. Any more questions? Any more questions? Malvina, is there anything they might have asked you earlier you want to
I
add to
have
it?
another
Something?
question. We want to know that why do you think that sometimes people don't want to ask for help or are afraid to do so?
Please, can you type
And
it?
how can,
Kindly type
and
it.
how can we help someone who is afraid of asking for help?
Please type the questions. The network and sound is not so good. So, Ale. Hi, Ale. She's always smiling.
Hi.
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 I like that. Mika to like smiling a lot. That's good. And tell your sister kisses, okay? Yeah. I think they can turn on their Rania. I like to see Barbara, your faces now. Because it's question time and hi, is it Carrier or how is it pronounced? Hi
Kiara.
Barbara. Carrier, okay. Luciana, Rihanna, right? Rihanna, hi. And Celine, is it Celine Lopez? Hi, Celine. Gabriela, Dana, Paula, Nice to meet all of you. Natalia, Cecilia, Viviana. Okay. How can we help someone who is afraid of asking for help? You can only lovingly talk to the person and convince the person. Do not force the person. The person must be convinced to speak up. You see, do you know why? The person is afraid because of the shame, because maybe she has been threatened, because she thinks that when people hear about her story, she would be mocked or laughed at. So you must, in a loving way, try to talk to the person. And if you know somebody who is an adult, ask permission from the victim and say, are you okay if I talk to Malvina about what you are going through? If she says yes, then you can talk to Malvina, who has experience, and she can find a way to bring out whatever is worrying the person. Or you can talk to Empress and said, okay, anytime I'm available, if you want to say something or talk to me, yeah, then we can find a way to talk to her and ask her to trust us. It's all about trust. Then we can help her. Soledad, do you understand? Soledad, Brenda, Angus, Angus, are they twins? Are you twins? Benayo and Kamoro. Oh, you are not twins. Okay.
We
So
have the
please.
same name.
Yeah, they have the same first name.
Here in
Yeah.
this course, we have 3 Abuses.
Oh, that's nice. Natalia's, Pauli, Maria, and yeah. I think I'm seeing every. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrongly. Sophie, Phil, Tamara. Nice meeting all of you. Are there more questions? You can type them. So Vanna, Celine, Viviana, nice, Victoria. Nice meeting all of you. Nice meeting all of you. Right. Any more questions, Malvina? I hope I've been of great help to all of you. Angus, Chamorro, ask a question. Sorry about the pronunciation. You can type your question. Malvina, are we going to form peer promoters in over there so that they can have people they can easily talk to and share the problems they are going through with them so that they can help them out?
Yes.
Yes, so we should have a peer education, yeah, so that they can easily, we can put aside one person that they can always bring their problems to, and the person should be confidential. Because one of the qualities they saw in me when I was chosen as a peer promoter and I was trained further to become a peer educator was that I'm very confidential. I treat people and their problems very secretly, unless the person gives me permission to even go to an authority, I do not go. So we find our own ways, and then they teach us about sexuality, social life, career and counseling, anything that can equip a girl to grow and grow well. So it's not just anybody, it's somebody who loves people and wants to help them solve their problem. and has time to help them. So you can also form a group like that you can. I even formed a club when I was in elementary school called the Put 'em Right, meaning there's a club, Put 'em Right. That meaning you should do the right thing all the time. I can type how I put it is Put 'em Right club.
Yes,
So
Mrs.
this
Kafui,
M is
we are running out of time, so we want to thank you very much for doing this talk to us. We really appreciate it, and at least for me, it was a lot of help, and it's really useful to have all this information, and we all love you right now. So thank you very much, and yes.
Thank you for having me. I love you all, and thank you for giving me the pleasure to come with you and share this little talk with you. I hope you'll be confident in yourself. Know that you are beautiful, you are intelligent, you are unique. It is only you that exists in this world, and others would want to be like you. So be confident in yourself and be you. And anytime somebody wants to harass you, come out and speak out. Say no to harassment of any form. Thank you. Kisses. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you
Bye.
very much.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Love you too. Hi, Mom.